back to another episode of Your Secret Safe with Me with your favorite besties, Tanisha and
India.
All right, another week.
Another week, another podcast.
Another episode.
But before we get started, what is something positive that has happened to you this week?
Positivity is all around, but I can't think of anything in particular. So I will just say I'm very positive and excited about this last season of Power Book 2. I don't know if y'all watch it. Do you watch it?
I actually do not.
You need to watch
Darcy
it.
watches it. So it's like I know about it because he watches it without me. I was like, oh, dang, bear, I want to get into it. Like, don't watch without me. But he already watched all the other seasons.
Yeah.
Of the show already. So I'm super late.
But that's good because now you
But
can
I've
binge
seen
it.
clips though already. I know some stuff that's already happening because I sit and watch with him
like
before.
different parts. Well, you can because it's their last season, which I'm really sad.
I know.
But now you can binge it because nothing's worse than feeling like, dang, I want to see the next
cliffhanger. Yeah,
and then
I still probably will just because I haven't seen everything. Yeah, but I hate that I know something already because I didn't see it because I watched it with him.
See, we different because
I hate that.
Me and my sister are like this, where it's like, if I ask you like, tell me what happens, and you'd be like, no, watch it yourself. I'm going to go on Google and I'm going to search it, but I'll still watch it.
You do that because you did that with that movie I told you to watch.
I sure did.
And because I was like, you're not going to watch it.
It's not going to take the interest away from me. Like, I'm just that person. So I guess I'm not a surprising person. I'm like, give it to me right now and I'm still going to appreciate it.
No.
So I ruined stuff for myself.
Because I told her about a movie. I was like, y'all got to see this. She looks it up. And I'm like, you ain't going to watch it. You already know everything. Because when I watched it blind. So I was blindsided. Now she knows a little bit.
Yeah. But all I did was look at the trailer, though, and you weren't telling me nothing. And the trailer told me a lot of stuff.
I didn't see the trailer, so I was like, oh. Oops.
But then after I looked at the trailer, I did go look at the whole thing. Anyway.
Oh, you did watch the movie?
No, I didn't watch the whole thing. I looked at the Google Wikipedia thing. Yeah. But anyway, I'm excited about Power Book 2. I ain't never wanted Tariq to win so bad. Everybody hated Tariq, but we are in love with Tariq now. Oh, really? Yeah.
Oh, really?
I want him to win. Everybody's after him right now. But anyway, excited about that. But
he seems like the child that just gets into trouble.
He does.
But I really don't have anything as well. So I'm going to hit you with the quote. It is, every day may not be good, but there's something good in every day. You know what? I feel like Glorilla got her. You know that
at the end of the day got to end or something.
That's why I love tomorrow or something like
Girl.
that. Look, it sounds like a
Glorilla
quote.
That's funny.
But that's my positive for the day for you guys.
Nice.
So now into today's episode, what we talking about?
We're talking about friendships.
Friends. How many of us have them?
Anyway, friendships and what goes into friendships and what kind of friends we are and all that good stuff.
All that good jazz.
And I guess in a sense, it could tie in really well with our last episode because we kind of touched on friendships there too, but more so in the aspect of like conversations and boundaries. But now I guess it's just really just overall just about friendships and stuff like that. So I'll go ahead and get into the first question and whatnot.
Yes, what's the first question?
Ooh, I don't know why I'm out of breath.
You out of breath?
Yeah, and I'm hot.
I did turn it off because I was freezing in here. Sorry, it was like on 69. Sorry,
she got me burning.
It'd be cold. So
okay. Moving along. Sorry. So first question: what do you expect in a friendship?
What do I expect in a friendship?
What is honestly required? I guess I should say.
Required. That's a big word.
It is
required.
Like, what would make you want to be friends with somebody?
Something that would make me want to be friends with someone is someone that I can count on. You know, I feel like they're gonna show up for me. You know, some friends show out, but sometimes you have those friends that just show up, and I appreciate those too. So someone who can either show up or show out for me, someone I can talk to, and feel like I can,
Really
I feel
confide.
comfortable
Yeah.
sharing this information with them, and their response is not going to be something to where they'd be like, couldn't be me. I don't know why, but I just hate that. I really, really.
In other
That
words,
is-
AKA, you stupid girl. You dumb as hell.
I really hate it. That's a pet peeve of mine. Someone will be like, that could be me. Even though, like, sometimes I'll jokingly say that, but I don't really, in my head, I try not to even just say that to people,
yeah,
because how that can come off. But
right.
just someone that I can to talk to, and I don't mind constructive criticism from a friend either. So that's always good. That's needed.
Yeah, that's
too.
a necessity.
And someone I can have fun with. Like, I'm a free spirit, I like to say. So I like to have fun, not take things too seriously, can go out and, sometimes some people, they kind of start drama everywhere they go.
Yeah.
Some people are like that. So
Not
people who you don't have to be super friendly with everybody, but not like a pot stirrer either. That's not my type of girl.
Yeah. Agreed.
But those are some that just pop up on the top of my head real quickly.
Yeah.
What you got?
That's good. I would say someone that's trustworthy for sure. Kind of along the lines of, being able to confide in this friend and feeling comfortable. Someone that respects me. That's important. It almost sounds like we're talking about like relationships. Like, what do you want in a relationship? But I get friendships are still relationships. But I guess anyway,
friendships and relationships is right there.
they're one and the same. It's still a relationship, I guess. But somebody that will also hold me accountable. Because sometimes I can be wrong, and having a friend that's like, well, girl, giving it a different perspective and just holding you accountable for your own actions. That's always needed too, because those types of friends will keep you grounded and keep you just, aware and self-aware as well. But also, like you said, someone that's fun. At this point, I need friends, or I have friends that are okay with space. That's needed, because there are some people that just feel like they got to always be up under you, like text you every day, need to talk to you every day. I don't need to do that, And I think that just comes along with age, because, we're older, we have more responsibilities, the priorities change and all that kind of stuff. And so a friend that feels like they got to talk to me every day, that's probably not that's not a friend that I want to have around all the time, because then it becomes like exhausting, it becomes exhausting. So having those relationships with friends that are still near and dear to my heart and very close to me, but there's distance there as well. Like, that's important at this time in my life for sure. And I think most people can agree, especially, again, as you get older.
And I know that was also too like an adjustment. I mean, I won't say the part of just being clingy, but just not being to hang out with our friends like we used to be out in these streets.
Boy.
Like, we had to be like, dang, it ain't the same, but we respected, like, okay, we're just all in different times of our lives right now. So, but yeah, it was a adjustment to notice we cannot be up in each other's spaces all the time and doing something every weekend.
That's scheduled times to talk.
Schedule phone calls.
We got to schedule this podcast.
Yes.
Like, girl, can you meet this week? Girl, no, I got this going on. I got that going on. Vice versa. Like, 2 weeks later, like, okay, this day, this time, can we do it? Oh, we might have to adjust the time. Like, that's life now.
I'm like, oh wait, husband ordered a package. Can we do it later? I gotta pick it up. Sign for it. Yeah.
All types of things. Something. So. And then last thing I would say is loyalty, just being loyal, And I am not one of those people that is like, well, I don't have any enemies anyway. I don't have anybody in my life that I just truly dislike. And it's like, you can't be friends with this person because I don't like, no. But still, like, I need friends that are going to still speak highly of me around people that that I don't know, that may be for whatever reason mentioning my name of some sort. Just having loyal friends that love you, that respect you in front of your face and behind your back type of thing. That's necessary too. So that'd be
That's
it.
a good point. That's a good point.
Anything else?
Oh no,
No.
I think both of ours was really good.
Okay.
If y'all see a gnat, please ignore it.
I don't think they go see it. It's so small. These
Oh,
gnats
good.
are crazy.
Because I'm like, did you see it, girl?
I saw it. Yes, the gnats are taking over.
That's what I told you. I said I got two that just keep running
Girl,
around.
are you sure it's two?
I think it's saying how to
one.
I mean, I'm saying it might be two. That how often I see it, but
I'm dead. No, the gnat takeover is crazy.
but it was a lot before. But I've got it down to this one or two. That's just
they just swarming
hanging
around.
out.
Yeah, they live here now. Okay, tell them to pay some.
They
rent.
pay rent here
Exactly.
at this point.
What kind of friend are you?
I would say I am the type of friend that I just described. No.
Oh, well, that's solid.
I mean, I think, or at least that's what I try to do.
Right.
I will say that there has been seasons where I felt like I wasn't able to show out all the time, but I feel like I still showed up for my friends, even when I wasn't at my best. Or I'll share like where my head's at or my headspace is. So, but I feel like I show up for people. I feel like people can confide in me, and I try to give my friends constructive criticism. I will say that I feel like I don't try to go in like that's stupid, I don't try to be like, girl, you dumb, or do anything like that. I kind of just want to see where their head is at and see where maybe you could have changed this, or from my perspective, this is what it looks like. I know I've had to do that a couple times, so. I think I really try to exude the things that I desire in a friend to other people.
Yeah.
I do my best. I'm not perfect, but I think I do a solid job.
Yeah, I agree.
What you think?
I think you do a solid job.
Thank you.
Of trying. I think it's important to just be self-aware in all of your relationships, and people talk about, I want to be a better wife, I want to be a better partner, I want to be a better sister, I want to be a better friend, and we all have shortcomings. Like you said, like you might not always be all the things that you want to be all the time, but that doesn't mean that you don't still,
show where I can.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah, I guess that's what I would say about that. But I agree in the sense that like the things that I talked about are the things that I would hope that I exude too. And that and then everything as well, again, as you get older, hopefully you are getting wiser and you learn from past mistakes or things that have transpired in any type of relationship, and you try to grow from that and self-reflect on those situations. Like, how can I be a better friend? What do I need to, look out for it so that I am showing up for my friends? Because I do value my friendships and I value sisterhood so much. I really, really do. And so I would like to think that I'm a good friend. I would like to think that I'm a good friend.
I can co-sign that.
Of course, we say that about each other, though, right?
I know. We're best friends, have a podcast together.
We better be good friends.
But it's true, though.
Yeah. What was I going to say? Oh, but I'm also like a check-in friend. I think we were both check-in friends.
Yes.
But I'm definitely a check-in friend. I know there's a lot of people that, and me too, I shouldn't say other people, but me too, where we just get caught up in our own world and we got this going on, that going on, and whatever. But I really do try to make it a point to reach out to somebody, like a friend that I may not have talked to in a while, check in, like, how we doing, girl? Can we schedule a call? What you been up to? How are things going? And to me, that's really important, just to stay in touch with people and see how they're doing, because sometimes, you don't know what people are going through, and you might hit them at a really, low point where they do need somebody to talk to, and so I really do just try to check in on friends just to see how they're doing. And even people that I might not consider like
A close friend,
but just people that, you know, are on my mind. If I think about somebody, even if I don't act on it right away, like, oh, I need to text them, I try to remember to like message them or call them.
Exactly. Because you can think about it, but then you have to do it.
Yes.
Because I've done, you'd be like, oh, I need to see what so-and-so doing. Next thing you know, it's 2 weeks later.
Right. And it's like, girl, I thought about you 2 weeks ago. And now I'm just not into it, you know. And I think we're all at a point, though, which is nice within all of my friendships. I think we're all at a point where we understand that everybody's busy. So, like, not being able, or not being, I shouldn't say not being able, but not always checking in shouldn't really be offensive at this point, because some people just aren't as good about it as other people. Like, I would say that I'm probably one of those friends that I'm pretty good about checking in on my friends. But then I have other friends that don't check in as often as I do. And that's not like any shade or anything like that, but they just don't, they're just not those types of friends. And I think at one point I did take it personally. They're like, oh my gosh, like, I ain't heard from this person at all. Blah, blah,
they only
blah.
hit me up when they want something.
Right. They want to only hit me up for this or that or whatever the case may be. But like, as I've gotten older, people just be in their own space. You know, it doesn't take away from, you know, your friendship or anything like that. But I do try to make sure that I check in with friends and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, you can still, like we talked about last episode, confront them, say like, hey, you know, I wish you would, you know, check in on me more. But it doesn't have to be like a end of a whole friendship because you don't check on me.
No.
You know?
Exactly.
I think you can make it be known like, hey, you know, I desire for you to kind of check up on me a little bit more rather than just hit me up and see how they respond. And I don't think, it should be detrimental, but
yeah, I do have a couple
if it is
friends
on your heart, like, it don't hurt to
acknowledge it and stuff like that. I do have a couple friends that are like, oh my gosh, you do so good about checking up. I need to check up more too. And I'm like, it's okay, girl. I get it. I understand, type of thing. I have one friend specifically. Oh my gosh, she kills me. I'll text her and she won't respond until like weeks later. And she's like, girl, I forgot to text you back. I'm like, girl, it's fine. But at the end of the day, it's still all love. And I actually need to reach out to her now just to check in on her because it's been a minute. But you just at that point know your friends and you know which ones are going to be the ones that like are quick to respond or, you know,
it may take a minute.
You said what?
Or it may take
a minute. Yeah. And again, it's all love at the end of the day. I understand.
See, like with me and Sophie, she would be, we would joke and be like twin telepathy or something. Because I'll text her and be like, hey, girl, it's time for us to have a meeting. And she'd be like, girl, I was just about to text you. Or it'd be vice versa. And we'd be like, telepathy. Because sometimes you don't realize, like, someone can be on your heart around the same time. And you just got to just send out that text. And check on them.
Exactly.
But what was the question? Because I want to see if I wanted to add more again.
Oh, what type of friend are you?
Oh, yeah. No, that's good.
You're good on
that's
that
all
one.
I have to add on that one.
And then how should we treat our friendships?
You start with that.
You want me to go?
Yeah, I want you to start.
I think we should just value our friendships like we would any other relationship. And when I say any other relationship, I'm really honing in on like a significant other. And obviously they have different, like how I treat my husband and stuff like that is different than how I treat my friends for obvious reasons. But at the same time, what I'm trying to get at with that is like, I've just seen people.
Core principles.
Yeah, core principles should remain the same in all relationships, friendships, significant other, platonic or not, whatever. I think that should just always be there. But like I've seen people, thank God, not in my personal life and with my friends at all, but I have seen people like give chances, all these chances to their men and do the most for their men that they not even married to. And then like within their friendships, it's a whole different ball game. It's like, you know, I gave my man 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 chances. He done cheated on me 10 times. and then my friend does this, and they cut off, you know, and it's just like
it isn't balanced. It isn't.
You know, like it's like people don't value, some people just don't value their friendships as much as they value their man. And I just wish people wouldn't be like that, because, you know, that man might not stick around. And then what you got, you don't even got friends to, you know, vent to
call on.
Exactly. And it's just like, it should never be that way. So just have the same courtesy and respect for your friendships as you would for, you know, the man in your life or the girl in your life or whatever the case may be. You know, just apply the same things that you would to your significant other to your friendships, if that makes sense. Does that make sense?
That makes sense.
Yeah.
What was the question again? I want to make sure
that you answered it.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah, I agree on that though too, because some people they're even more creative for trying to catch somebody. You know, try to just get a guy. They'll do more than they friend they've known for years. Mm-hmm. Like, I didn't see you give this man a gift. Where was my gift? Where was my birthday gift? How we do that?
Oh my goodness.
I'll be confused. This man you only known
for 2 weeks. No.
And I ain't got no gift.
You know me for 25 years, and I ain't got no.
But yeah, just to add on to
kind of just on the same line.
To your no. But yeah, what was the question again?
How should we treat our friendships?
Oh yeah. Yeah, you know, you treat your friendships, and this is, you know, getting more to the word.
Bring it, Sister Anderson.
What does the Lord say? It's some scripture, don't quote me. But love your neighbor as yourself, right?
Yes.
So I think show love, you know, is the biggest thing, and treat others the way you want to be treated. I feel like
the golden rule.
The golden rule, you know, that's how it should be.
Yeah.
Short and simple, to the point.
Yeah.
You know?
You're going to get on time soon.
Okay, you're over here dropping your curls. I got it.
Oh.
I didn't know what it was. That's why I had to check it. Oh, sorry.
I'm trying to think.
Make sure there's no critters. No. But yeah, no. Shoot, what else did you want to add to that?
I don't know. I can't think of anything else. This is on the line of friendships, but you know, when I moved to Austin, I got on that Bumble app.
Was it really called Bumble?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was called something else. I thought Bumble was.
It's for meeting a significant other and meeting a friend.
Oh, so you could do friend on the same app. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay, I thought it was a whole separate name for it. Just does similar things. Oh, okay. Yeah. If y'all want a friend, go on to Bumble.
On Bumble, for real. They do have friend sites, you know, for people that need friends or want friends or whatever. And I know for me, I've always been in DFW my whole life. I had always been in Fort Worth, so I had my core friends like here and stuff like that. But once I moved to Austin, I was just like, oh, I want to find, you know, a friend out here. And so I got on that Bumble app, child. And when I tell you, I was really on there like, it felt like I was trying to find a man. Like, I was rejecting some people like, oh,
she look like a good friend.
Like this person looks too clingy. This person looks too, you know, like they too into partying, and I'm not in that space anymore. You know, like I was being very, I don't want to say critical, choosy. But like I was being choosy. That's the better word. I was being choosy. I wanted to find somebody. Sounds so crazy. I wanted to find somebody that was in the same space as me. Like at the time I moved to Austin, I was engaged. I wasn't even newly married. Yeah, I was engaged. Yeah. And I, you know, I didn't want a friend that wanted to party all the time, or a friend that needed me as a crutch, somebody that just felt like they need to always talk to me. Like I said, like I don't really want friends that feel like they got to talk to me every single day. I wanted to find somebody that was likely probably in a relationship of their own, and it was pretty solid. And like, hey, girl, let's do Sunday fun day. Let's go out for drinks, a double date, a game night at the house. Like, that was the type of friend I was looking for, you know? And I did find one. I found one, and once I found her, I got off. So shout out to you, Ashley, girl. Ashley came through, okay? And yeah, I mean, it served its purpose, but baby, I got off so quick. After I found Ashley, I said, yeah, I'm not doing this anymore. I don't need no more friends. I don't need any more. Like, this one is good because, again, I don't need somebody that wants to meet up every single week. Like, it's just a here and there type of thing. You know, girl, you want to do this? Cool. Let's go drinking. Let's go out to eat, something like that. So people that was just in the same space, you know, because there were 2 girls that I had matched with. And one was really, God bless her, but she was a lot like, she was like one of them guys that like double text and, you know, what are you doing? And like, and I was like, oh, girl, like, I don't even want to meet up with you because you're doing too much. And I can't receive this and give it back. I just can't. It's too much. It feels exhausting already.
Why I had to do something like this, the way you're saying? What? Go ahead, finish.
Well, no, I mean, that's kind of wrapping it up for the most part.
I had a friend, a coworker. So she was a coworker. We got real close. We were cool. But she would say stuff like, don't ever not be my friend, girl. Like, you're not going to, look, don't be funny. Like, you know, she kept making comments like, you better stay my friend, girl. And like, she wasn't from Texas. She was new, so I'm like, you know, girl, be cool. We hang out, we work together, be cool. But then it came too much. It came like pressure, like I was her man or something. Oh, no, like always hit me up and stuff, to the point where I did literally send her like a breakup text and blocked her.
Oh, damn, idiot. That's sad when they gotta come to stuff like that.
Send her a text saying like, I'm sorry. This friendship is requiring a lot that I can't give. And, you know, I would at least want to just, you know, give you this text message. Right. I didn't say that exactly, but I just, you know, told her, send her that text. Then I blocked her because that's how much she was doing that I felt the need to block her.
So you didn't even wait for a response?
I didn't even wait for a response. Damn. I didn't. But like, if she would have been just cool, if she would just have been cool, normal, if she put some pressure on me, that I was just like, this is unnecessary. To where I was just like,
that's crazy.
Yeah, for real.
Do I know this person?
I don't think you know this person.
Yeah, because clearly they were short lived.
Yeah, it was short lived. It was. Because by the time I quit that job, I definitely was done.
Yeah, I'm in a space now where, like, I really don't. Sounds bad, but I don't want any more friends like that. Like, I don't mind.
I understand that. I'm cool with having more acquaintances, and if that acquaintance become a friend, that's fine.
That's what I should say.
But yeah,
but like, I got my core girls, like, you know, I feel comfortable with. I know
I got my hand filled up. My hands are full.
Yeah, I got my solid group. Yes. Now that doesn't mean that I can't be friendly with somebody else and like, oh, you want to hang out? Yeah, that's fine. But like, I'm not trying to do all that.
Agreed.
So I am at this point now, since I'm a mom, I do like want more mom relationships with people.
And that's what I was about to touch on too. But go ahead.
Well, yeah, I just want more mom relationships. And so like, for example, I take my daughter Layla. She does swim lessons every week. And me and my husband have both exchanged numbers with the other couple. And I think we're actually about to do something. And they're not from Texas initially. And so they always got their kid with them. And so it's like, oh, we could do a play date with the kids or, you know, stuff like that. And that meets me on that level, you know? And I guess another thing to touch on, sorry, do you want to touch on what you was going to say first before? I don't want you to lose it.
So mine was... basically, because we have single friends and then we have married friends. So like you said, like, oh, I'd be excited when I'm like, oh, a married couple, you know? And because I'm like, I know this can be controversial topic sometimes where married folks be like, oh, don't have single friends. I've heard of that before, which I don't necessarily 100% agree with. But I will say that the single friends are a little bit more on the I don't want to say needier side, but they're the more of the pick up and go and more likely to hit you up way more often than your married friends or your friends with
significant others,
with kids.
Oh, and kids. Yeah, that's true too.
Yeah, so it's it's more planned, and it's okay being planned.
Right.
This more sometimes the single friends they're single, so they have time on their hands. They're like, oh, I want to do something. So it makes perfect sense. But I will say, even with that, it's a difference in the relationship. They might kind of require a little bit more.
Yeah, and you're right. And I guess following that, what I was gonna say was, it's good to have a variety of friends. Like you and Darcy are married, so I can relate with y'all on that.
Yes.
That type of foundation. Y'all are married. I'm in a space now where I'm a parent, so now the conversations I wouldn't have with you because I can't really have them with you because you don't have a child, and it doesn't mean that you can't be there for me, but it's not like you truly understand like another parent would. Exactly. So I'm having different conversations with parents about all types of things that you'd probably all be like, girl, stuff, what? What? And so that's another thing is with all of your friendship, like I wouldn't talk to you how I might talk to another friend. If I know that this friend is more sensitive, how I explain things or say things might be different. I'm going to still be honest and upfront, but my wording might look different than me just being more straight up and more blunt with other friends and stuff like that. And so I guess going kind of back to communication, knowing how to communicate with your friends is important because every friend that I have is different in a sense, and so how I interact or the conversations that I have with that friend might look different than what I have with another. And that just goes along with, my single friends, my married friends, and then my parent friends. Those conversations all usually kind of look different in some way. Not that all of us can't relate to some extent, but I might be having specific conversations. The topic may be different. Yeah, the topic may be different. And then just overall in general, just how I talk to you might look different than how I talk to another friend, regardless of if you have kids, if you're married, if you have a significant other type of thing. And so I think that's something that also needs to be taken into account when talking about friendships is just how to communicate with your friends, because I might not be able to be so blunt with that friend, because
some people might be a little more sensitive than others.
Right.
And picking up on that as a friend, like picking up, oh, this is more my sensitive friend. Or she's in a just sensitive space with whatever she's going through.
Exactly. So being able to kind of read
the
room is important. And that's just a skill overall in general. Just knowing how to read the room, period, is good. But I think your relationships go much farther when you know how to nurture your relationships with your friends, knowing how they operate and knowing what they're going through in that moment. Like you said, it's very important to know how to communicate and talk with them. And that makes your relationship grow too, So.
Good points. I think you made some good points.
I think so too. How y'all feel? Y'all feel like I'm always
tell us down below.
I'm always so critical of the podcast that we do, just because I'm still adjusting. Like to all of the.
I mean, I've done it before, but I feel like I'm still adjusting just because I'm talking about things that I haven't talked about before. So you never know how people will perceive it, but
right, agreed. Because
I feel like it's still a good outlet.
It is. Yeah. I appreciate the space that we have and the platform that we have to talk about things, whether people enjoy it or not. And I guess that's what comes with
Run up the views. Get to watching.
Anyway, thanks for tuning in. Yes. Before we close it out completely, I want to make sure everything was nothing left unsaid. You good?
I've said everything I need to say.
Okay, cool.
So if you want to be our friend, you know what you got to do.
You got to check off all these boxes. No, I'm just kidding.
Just teasing. But yes, thank you.
Thank you for tuning in. Please check out the last episode, this episode, and then tune in for the next episode to come. Follow our YouTube. Yeah, follow the
Follow
YouTube
our
page.
YouTube page and our Instagram. Your
At
secret safe with me _.
_. Thank you guys. See you on another video.
Bye.